Let us start the class. Online web application development. Online application development means web application development. That's what we started the topic. 2-3 minutes of recapitulation. Java applications are 3 types. Not so greatly technically. Standalone applications, web applications, distributed applications. Okay. If you do Java full stack course, all the 3 things you can do it. You can develop all the 3 things, please. Standalone applications are not there in the industry. Only at student level under the topic. Please mute yourself. Okay. So, in the industry, standalone Java applications are not there. Only academic, in college learning or institute, under the name called Core Java, you will be learning like. Somebody is saying no sound.
Your sound is there, sir.
Yeah.
No problem.
They are saying something like, okay, fine. I have to mute. Okay. So I told this point so many times, but every time new people coming and all, that's why I'm just mentioning. Core Java. Okay. Under the topic called Core Java, you learn. But at that time, Java programming language. Java programming language you are learning. That's it. Java language learning sake, public static void main standalone programs you will be developing. But in reality, they are not there. Over. But currently in the industry, Java in 2 areas famous: web applications, distributed applications. Under the course name called Advanced Java, okay, we learn web application development. So our course is Advanced Java. Therefore, I don't comment on distributed application development. Even though I taught 100 times distributed application development earlier, I don't touch that now. But remember, if you know how to develop distributed applications in Java, then only you can say you know complete Java. Now, so advanced Java, if I know Java language, why can't I become a Java professional? No, not sufficient. You need to know Java language. You need to know Java technologies also. Under advanced Java, you learn three technologies: JDBC, servlets, JS. Three technologies you will be learning: JDBC technology, servlets technology, JSP technology. I already taught you JDBC technology up to prepared statement. It is over. It is over. Now we have to talk about servlets. After that, I talk about JSP. Now let us start the topic called servlets. Okay, fine. Now the question is, what is servlets? Don't think I have no idea on English grammar. Servlets is plural, but you are using is. No. Okay, so it is like this: 100 rupees, 100 rupee note, like that. Okay, fine. We say individually servlets, we say. Another way, servlet technology. If you don't use the word technology, if you don't use the word technology, okay, fine. So if we don't use the word technology, we say servlets. But servlets technology, we don't say. Servlet technology. So it is singular only. Name given to one technology. JDBC also name given to a technology. It is also same story. Very good. Servlets is a Java-based web technology from Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystems company invented servlet technology. But now Sun Microsystems not there. Oracle Corporation has acquired that. But even then, we say like that only. Okay. Then what is JDBC? I told you the other day. What is JDBC? Java-based data access technology from Sun Microsystems. So, what are the similarities between JDBC and servlets? JDBC and servlets. What are the similarities? Both are Java-based technologies. They are not softwares. JDBC is not a software. Servlets is not a software. JDBC is not a language or servlets is not a language. What they are? Java-based technologies. Both are from Sun Microsystems. So, JDBC is a technology from Sun Microsystems. Servlets also same. One more thing, JSP also same. All these three technologies we learn. If you learn these three, web application development, online Java application development, we can do. That's it. That's it. But currently in the industry, web application development is not the ultimate goal. It is a beginning. Okay. Earlier, 10 years ago, 10 to 12 years ago, web application development was almost ultimate goal. Almost ultimate goal. But, okay. Currently, web application is a beginning for Java professionalism. Distributed applications. Distributed application development is the ultimate goal. Remember always. Sir, if we learn web application development, can we get the job? No, no, no. Distributed application development also you have to learn. Okay. So don't ask me about distributed application now. So let us come back. Let us come back. What is servlets? Servlets is a Java-based web technology from Sun Microsystems. And I will not document this, but listen carefully. Sun Microsystems, any technology, okay, any Java-based technology, any Java-based technology creation, Sun Microsystems created two documents. Two documents. One document is API, means library. Second document is specification. Specification means set of rules. So please remember, when Sun Microsystems created JDBC technology, when Sun Microsystems developed JDBC technology, it created two documents. One document is API, set of library methods. API for whom sake? Developers, programmers sake, to do programming. But specification for whom sake? Okay, always API for application developers. Application developers sake API. Specification for whom? Specification for vendors. Specification is for vendors.
ಹೀಗೆ ಚಾಲು ಮಾಡ್ಯಾನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್.
Just a minute, please. Just a minute.
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ.
Off my mic, please. Bear with me for 1 or 2 minutes.
ಅವ್ ನಮ್ಕ ಹುಷಾರವಲ್ದ.
Hello, Pooja Patil, can you mute your mic, please?
That
Yeah, actually, I tried to get the option to unmute or mute all. Sometimes I'm not getting that functionality. Okay, fine. So I request all of you to mute yourself first, then listen. At the end of the class, you can unmute and ask the doubts. Good. It's a very important point I'm explaining. Carefully listen. So, under JDBC technology development, Sun Microsystems developed two documents, JDBC API, JDBC specification. JDBC API for whom? It is for the programmers, for application developers. We use those library methods and develop the project. Then JDBC specification for whom? For JDBC driver manufacturers. Sun Microsystems released one document. That document is JDBC set of rules specifications. This specification is not for the programmers. Specification for driver manufacturers. Hello, driver manufacturers. You create driver software. Anybody can create the driver software. But you know what is the condition? So the condition is, okay, these rules are to be followed. You develop any software, but I call your developed software as a driver as long as it conforms to the set of rules. So tell me, who framed JDBC specification? JDBC technology creator. For whom sake it has created? For driver manufacturer's sake. So any company in the world can create the JDBC driver software, but the condition is it should follow JDBC specification. So that's it. Now coming to servlet technology. So Sun Microsystems created servlet technology. Okay, servlet technology. So Sun Microsystem developed what? Servlet API. Servlet API for whom sake? Servlet API for application developers' sake. Servlet API for application developers' sake. Then servlet specification for whom sake? Servlet specification for web container manufacturers. I told yesterday, okay, online Java applications are loaded into web container. Hello, web container vendor. Any company in the world can develop a servlet container, but you have to follow these set of rules. So please remember, advanced Java learning means technology learning. As part of technology development, Sun Microsystems released for every technology two documentations it released. One is API documentation, another is set of rules documentation. as far as JDBC documents are concerned, API for programmers, specification for driver manufacturers. Similarly, under servlet technology development, it released two documents. One is API for web application developer and servlet specification for web container manufacturers. Okay, this is additional thing, please. Okay, so that's all. But what question I can frame? Okay, for every Java technology, as part of every Java technology, as part of every Java technology, Sun Microsystems developed two documents. Okay, remaining you can understand what is the meaning of these notes. Okay, so now we started the topic called servlets. Okay, and what is servlets? It is a web technology, Java based web technology from Sun Microsystems. Very good. So observe this, just one example, like it is one use case, online result use case. Use case means some example, some task, like as a student, okay, you want to know online result. It may be your university exam or any exam, like okay. You entered your hall ticket number. Okay, you entered your hall ticket number. Some hall ticket number you entered into the web form. Clicked on the submit button. Get result button you clicked. Tell me, when you enter your hall ticket number and click on the submit button, what will happen? Your browser will take your entered hall ticket number and through HTTP, it is passed on to the web server. Tell me, with whom the hall ticket number is? With web server. With web server. But really, where are the marks? In the database. Can web server communicate with database? No, it cannot communicate with the database. Then what this web server will do? It will take the help of a server-side program. Web server cannot communicate with database. It cannot process the data. It cannot produce the response page. Just a minute, please. I'm intentionally mic off. Yeah. I wanted to mute all. Now I muted, please. I got that. Fine. So I'm explaining how do you get online result use case. I'm explaining. It is a revision only, I know, but still. You entered hall ticket number, clicked on the button. Browser takes your hall ticket number. Through hypertext transfer protocol, it is transmitted to web server. Hall ticket number is with web server. But really, where are the marks? In the database. Can web server communicate with database? No. Can it process the data? No. Can it produce your response page? See, your marks, HTML table, subject 1 mark, subject 2 marks. This response page, web server cannot develop. Now, whose help web server will take? There are two types of server-side programs in Java. One is a servlet, another is a JSP. First we learn servlet, after that I teach you JSP. So now, web server takes the help of result servlet. Now tell me, what are the duties of this result servlet? First duty, get the hall ticket number from the web server. So one server-side program help, who is taking? Web server is taking. I am saying the name of that server-side program is result servlet. What are the duties of the result servlet? First duty, capture the user input. From whom? From the web server. Servlet should get the hall ticket number. What is the second duty? Using JDBC technology, communicate with the database, send the select statement, get the marks. Process the data, then produce the response page. So this server-side program, generally 5 duties. First duty, talk to web server, get the hall ticket number. Second duty, use JDBC technology, communicate with the database and get the data. Next duty, process the data. Fourth duty, produce the response page. Next duty, hand over the response page to web server. Now web server will send that response page to the browser. So web server, by taking the help of this servlet, it is able to support, okay, dynamic website. Okay, exactly we were talking yesterday. Only theoretically we were speaking. Okay, dynamism is given by server-side program. Dynamism is given by server-side program, I was saying. But how really it provides, we learned from today. For 3 weeks. Okay, fine. So that is the story, please. And now, next question is, what is a servlet? What is a servlet? Observe carefully. I am writing small s. If I am writing capital S servlet, I say technology. But when I am saying small s, one server-side Java program. So, what is a servlet? What are the duties of a servlet? How to develop a servlet? How to use the servlet to provide dynamism to the website? All that we learn. Okay, so please remember that. Okay. I will give so many points here under what is a servlet. Okay. And a servlet is a server-side Java program. A servlet is a server-side. Which server? Not database server. Web server-side Java program that extends the functionality of a web server. Please remember, servlet is a program, server-side program. It's a Java program. That's it. What it will do? It will enhance the functionality of the web server. If the server-side program is not there, what is the problem? Web server can provide only static website. No, I need. Currently, almost all the websites in the world are dynamic only. If you want a dynamic website, server-side program required. Therefore, servlet required. So, server-side Java program. A servlet is a web component. Please remember, it's a web component. Only that much you remember. Meaning, don't think. As classes progress, you remember. Here, Java program is not a great term. Understanding sake, I am writing Java program. But you know why star mark I have given? Some problem is there in that like. So now tell me, what is a servlet? It is a web component. That's all, web component. A servlet is a dynamic web resource in a Java web application. A Java web application. I have given 3 names to servlet till now. 3 names I have given till now. One is server-side Java program. Another is a web component. Another is a dynamic web resource. I mentioned yesterday. HTML, CSS, these are examples of static resources. But interaction, user interaction will come only through dynamic web resource. HTML, CSS files, HTML files, image files, all these are examples of static resources. Okay, they are required to visualize the website, but background functionality, who will provide? Dynamic web resource only will provide. So, a servlet is a dynamic web resource in a Java-based website. A servlet is a web component in a Java-based website. That's all. A servlet is a servlet container managed. A servlet is a servlet container managed public Java class that implements just 1 or 2 minutes, please. I am getting urgent call. Please don't mind, be online. Good. So now, a servlet is a servlet container managed. A servlet is a servlet container managed public Java class that implements Java X dot servlet interface. First class, if you are listening now, you may get confused. Sir, so many points you are telling. No, no. First example is over. By the time one example is over, I will come back and talk about all the points. You will enjoy, not only you understand all these points. Okay? So, I told 4 points about what is a servlet. Server-side program. It's a web component. It's a dynamic web resource. It is a Java class. It is a Java class, that's all. Very simple. Developer's point of view, a servlet is a Java class. That's all. But every Java class is not eligible to act as a servlet. Every Java class is not eligible to. Every Java class is not eligible to act as a servlet, please. Observe here. It is result servlet, online result servlet. Okay, result servlet. Somebody asked you, what is a result servlet? Simple, it's a Java class. It's a Java class, nothing more than that, believe me. It's a Java class. But is this Java class simply getting eligibility to act as a servlet? No, no. It should implement one library, servlet API interface. Okay. So I told servlet technology creator has created one API document, I told. So Java X dot servlet is a package. It is a package. In this package, there is an interface called servlet interface. Okay, so any Java class is eligible to act as a servlet if it is the child of servlet interface. But if you know drawing conventions, always a Java class is drawn with solid lines. Interface is drawn with dotted lines box. Dotted lines box. Dotted lines box means interface. So now tell me, what is developer's point of view, coding point of view, what is a servlet? Functionality point of view, what is a servlet? Server-side Java program. It will help whom? Web server. For what purpose? To provide a dynamism to the website. Okay. But as a programmer, you should treat a servlet as a Java class. Java class, that's all. But sorry, every Java class is not eligible to act as a servlet. Okay. So now tell me how to write this servlet. Simple. Class result servlet. But implements which interface? Servlet interface. If any of you feels what is servlet what is interface, what is implements, if anybody is trying to ask, you attend complete core Java and come to this class. Don't come to this class next time, right? From tomorrow, sorry. Okay, so please remember, what is a servlet? A Java class that implements servlet interface. But some problem is there. Okay, this class must be public. Coding time I will tell you. Example time I will tell you. This should be public. You should use public access modifier. Why to use example time I will tell you. If I don't tell also, you can ask me. That's all. It is over. So now tell me, what is a servlet? Java class. Is every Java class eligible to act as servlet? No. A Java class that implements means that is a child of servlet interface is only eligible to act as a servlet. That's all. Okay. Sir, but you said that servlet container managed. What is this meaning? I will tell you. I will tell you. Okay, appropriate time. I only will tell you. So now let us move on to next question. I answered two questions, but till now I answered only two questions. What is servlets? Java-based web technology. What is a servlet? A server-side Java program. It is a Java class, that's all. Nothing great. Now the next question is, what can a servlet do in a web application? It is a server-side program, na? It can do capturing the user input, communicating with the database. Here, students confuse. Sir, it is a servlet, na? Using servlet technology, can we communicate with database? No, 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 no. Servlet is a Java program, na? Inside that Java program, we use JDBC technology to communicate with database. Please don't forget. First duty, capturing the user input. Second duty, communicating with the database. Of course, it gets the data. Then processing the data. Fourth, producing the response page. 5, handing over the response page to the website. Finished. Any server-side program, whether it is a PHP-based website, .NET-based website, Python-based website, Java-based website, any website, server-side Java program, server-side program should be able to do these things. Then only dynamism will come to the website. So, don't think only servlet to do this. No. Even Python program, if it is a server-side program, it should be able to do these 5 things. Even PHP also should do that. Even a .NET C# program also should be able to do that. Then only dynamism will come to the website. Okay, so that point you have to remember. Over. So, next question. What is the general structure of a servlet? What is the general structure of a servlet? How does a servlet look like is the question, please. Now, programmer's point of view, we have to think. Okay. See, I told for 4 points about a servlet. Server-side Java program, web component, dynamic resource. These are conceptual angle discussion. Let us stop that. Programmer's point of view, let us think. As a programmer, I should concentrate on how to develop a servlet. What is a servlet? Java class. Java class. In that angle, let us think for a few examples. After a few examples over, I will come back to these 2 points again. Fine. Now tell me, what is the general structure of a servlet? So how does public static void main will not be there. Public static void main in standalone applications only. Okay, very good. Public class my servlet. My servlet means don't think my personal servlet. It may be balance inquiry servlet, funds transfer servlet, login servlet, registration servlet, online result servlet. For which task sake you are using the servlet? Somebody saying my voice not audible. Is it correct?
Your voice is audible, sir.
Yeah, only one person. Few persons are facing the problem. Sir, I think it is your side problem only. Okay. Fine. So nothing I can do. I cannot repair, right? Fine. So now tell me, what is the question now? What is the question now? What is the general structure of a servlet? How does a servlet look like? Programmer's point of view. So class must be public. Okay. You write a Java class, but if you write servlet at the end, it cannot become a servlet. You should mention implements. Implements which interface? Servlet interface. Who is the parent and who is the child? Servlet interface is a library interface. So any Java class which is the child of servlet interface is eligible to act as a servlet. This Java class is eligible to act as a servlet because not that at the end the word servlet is there, because it implements this. Very good. Now, public void init. Okay. So one method is init. Public void service, one method. Servlet request, comma, servlet response. Examples time, every clarity will come, please. And there is one more method, destroy. Destroy. Something may be there, dash, dash, dash means something may be there. So this is the general structure of a servlet. Fine. So now what you have to understand is, excuse me, init method, service method, destroy method. So whenever you are writing a servlet, you define three methods. One is init, another is service, another is destroy. Service method takes two parameters, servlet request, servlet response. Two zero argument methods. One is init, destroy. One is service. As a programmer, in the init method, what do you do? What do you do? Your duty as a programmer. Resources allocation code. Servlet needs some resources. Okay, for example, database connection, prepared statement. So, to perform CRUD operations, prepared statement required, insertion, deletion, updation and all. But connecting to the database, I already told you, any server-side program should be able to communicate with the database. So, in the init method, connecting to the database and creating the prepared statement. These two things we'll do in the init method. So here, what you do? 5 duties of the servlet. In the service method only, you do all the duties of the servlet. Tell me what are the 5 duties of the servlet? Capturing the user input, communicating with the database, sending the SQL statement, processing the data, producing the response page, and handing over the response page. Handing over the response page to the web server. All the duties of the servlet are performed in the service method. This is most important, please. Okay, so as a programmer, what code you have to write where, that you have to do. In destroy method, what you do? Resources deallocation. Okay. For example, closing the prepared statement, closing the prepared statement, closing the database connection. Okay, with examples, clarity will come. With examples, clarity will come. So now tell me, how does a servlet look like? Yeah, it looks like this. A Java class implements servlet interface. It is a library interface. Very good. How many methods we write? 3 methods: init, service, destroy. In init method, as a programmer, what you do? Whatever required to the servlet, we provide. Connection, prepared statement creation, that you do. In the destroy method, what do you do? Releasing them. Means prepared statement, if you created in the init method, close it in the destroy. If your database connection you created in init and close it. Resources allocation you do in the init method, deallocation you do in the destroy method. But which is the heart of the servlet? Service method. Service method. As a programmer, all the duties of the servlet you do here. Assume it is result servlet. Assume it is a result servlet. Can you tell me what you write in service method here? Number 1, capture the hall ticket number from the web server. Second, send the select statement to the DBMS. Process the data. Produce the marks page. Produce the marks page, memo page, and handing over that page to the web server. And no, it is balance inquiry servlet. Assume. Balance inquiry servlet. Tell me what are the duties of balance inquiry servlet. Same. Capture the account number. Send the select statement to the DBMS. Process the data. Produce the balance details page and hand over that page to the web server. The web server finally will send the response page to the user. It is not our duty, that will do. So any servlet looks like this. That is why I call it as general structure. Fine. And one more thing is, what is the life cycle of a servlet? What is the life cycle of a servlet? What is the life cycle of a servlet? First of all, remember, it is the web server. It is the web server. It needs whose help? It needs whose help? Servlet help. So it needs servlet's help. What is the last duty of the servlet? Response page give to the web server. But sorry, web server needs the help of a servlet, but it cannot execute the servlet. It cannot execute the servlet. Then who only can execute the servlet? There is one special software called, what is that? Servlet container. Example time I will highlight what is servlet container. Now just listen. So servlet container is responsible to create and destroy the servlet, giving birth to the servlet, deciding the death of the servlet, the life and death of the servlet. Who will manage? Servlet container only can manage. So now observe the point here. Observe the point here I mentioned. What is a servlet? A servlet is a servlet container managed. Web server needs servlet's functionality, but web server cannot execute the servlet. Who only can execute the servlet? Servlet container. What is a servlet container? Software. It is a software. Part of web container. What it will do? It will control the servlet. Okay, life and death. So who will manage whom? Servlet container software manages programmer developed servlet class. Managing here means creating the object of servlet class, destroying the servlet, in between controlling the life and death and various stages. Who will control? Servlet container will control. Very good. So now the discussion is what is the life cycle of a servlet. Okay. Servlet life cycle is described by four life cycle phases and three life cycle methods. Servlet container controls or dictates or manages the life cycle of a servlet. Sir, what is life cycle? What is life cycle? When are you born? When you are going to die? Between your birth and death, what are the various stages you undergo? That is your life cycle. When is servlet object created? When is servlet object destroyed? Between its birth and death, what are the various stages it undergoes? Okay, that is nothing but the life cycle of a servlet. When it comes into picture, when it begins its life, when it ends its life, between its beginning of the life and end of the life, what are the various phases it undergoes? All that we call it as life cycle of a servlet. Academically, academic point of view, if anybody is learning, it is some essay question in your examination. Job oriented way, if you are learning, okay, it is very good interview question. Okay. Life cycle phases of a servlet are: number one, instantiation phase, initialization phase, servicing phase, destruction phase. After this life cycle learning is over, we are eligible to write the first online application of Java. Okay, after learning life cycle only, we can develop first Java application. So how many phases are there in the life of a servlet? How many phases? 4 phases. Instantiation phase, initialization phase, servicing and destruction. Life cycle methods of a servlet are: number one, init method; number two, service method; Number 3, destroy method. These are the 3 life cycle methods. These are the 4 life cycle phases. That is the point. Okay, good. Today's class, few gaps you will have. Naturally, some points not explained, like no. By the time first example is completed, more than 90% idea you will get. 2-3 examples are over, 100% clarity you will get. What is web container? What is servlet container? What is this life cycle phases? With example, more clarity will come. Now just remember the terminology. Okay, clear understanding of the terminology you can experience when I execute. Okay, example. Good. So 3 life cycle methods. Init, service, destroy. 4 life cycle phases. Tell me, who controls whose life? Servlet container controls servlet's life. What is the first phase? Instantiation phase. Simple. Instantiation means creating the object of the class. Who creates which object? Servlet container software creates servlet class object. Sorry, servlet container cannot create the object of the servlet class if the class is not public. If you don't make this class public, who cannot create which class object? Servlet container cannot create the object of the servlet class. That's why it should be public. Tell me, what is the first phase of a servlet? What is the first phase of the servlet? Instantiation phase. Whenever servlet receives the client request, one student sent a result request to the web server. Web server will ask the colleague, hello servlet container, we are colleagues, part of same software, web container. Request, if at all request comes for only HTML, I would have attended. But sorry, now request came for result. Result means database communication is there, data processing is there, response generation is there. I cannot do it. Hello, colleague, you only can execute servlet, na? Please help me. Who will ask whom? Web server will ask the servlet container. So whenever first time client request comes, servlet container creates the object of this class. Servlet container. So tomorrow elaboration and notes giving I will do, please. Just rough idea I am giving. Okay. Servlet container creating the object of the servlet class is known as instantiation phase. Servlet container calling init method is called initialization phase. Servlet container calling service method is known as servicing phase. Servlet container calling destroy method is known as destruction phase. So, who controls whose life? Servlet container controls servlet's life. After these 4 phases and these methods, clearly I explain tomorrow. First 15 to 20 minutes of the class, I will explain this life cycle tomorrow. And then we develop the first application. So, what are the steps involved in Java web application development? And then first example we develop. Okay. So, my teaching part for today is over. Okay. And I recommend now you can start asking the doubts. But I have to Okay, fine. Yeah. Yes, please. You can ask your doubts.
Good evening, sir. Manas here. Actually, I have one question. Is
Yeah.
web container and servlet container are the same? Or
Yesterday you came to class or not?
oh yes, sir. I can. Inside the web container, do we have
Yeah,
servlet container and JSP containers? Yes.
exactly, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
That's
Hi, sir.
yes, please.
My name is Tulsi.
Yeah.
In servlet interface having init method and service method and display method,
Yeah.
is there any methods? Not these three methods.
Dot I have given here, no?
Okay,
Dot,
okay.
dot, dot. That is the meaning. It is not required. Once upon a time, 500 times I had these servlets. At that time, 4 months we were teaching only servlet technology, 4 months. At that time, other two methods also we were explaining. Servlet interface has 5 methods. They are not, those two are not life cycle methods, but servlets are directly not used now in the industry. But to understand Spring MVC and all, servlets are very, very much useful. That's why it's not required to learn this. But there are 5 methods actually in servlet interface.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Most welcome. Somebody is asking when response is to be resent after processing request. No, sir. Let one example is over. This answer will be automatically cleared. Okay. You will not ask the question at all. Once one example is over, this doubt will not come, please. Automatically it will be cleared. Still, if it is not cleared, at that time I will answer. Okay. You Google search. So most of the students are BTech, Bachelor of Technology. No BTech student knows what technology is. Technology word, Google search or see the dictionaries. That's all. Over.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
That the service method taking two parameters, those are
Tomorrow
HTTP.
when I explain life cycle, then you will get the answer on that. So just read, see and leave it for today, please. Because today I did not explain the life cycle, only shown it. Once I explain tomorrow, you will get more clarity. Even if you don't get, tomorrow ask me your doubt. Okay. Yes, please. Yes, please. Any questions?
Sir,
Yes.
thank you, sir. Sir, this my servlet in this code, maybe later you will cover or so. This is
Our own
user,
created servlet
it's
for
our own
depending upon the
created
task.
servlet.
Which
So,
use case you are implementing? For example, you are doing login servlet.
login, sir.
You are doing registration functionality for the website, registration servlet.
Okay.
Balance inquiry you are doing, balance inquiry. Which online service you are providing to the user, that name will come to the servlet actually.
Okay, sir.
For every functionality provided by a website, in the background, one servlet will be there.
Okay, sir. Then in that case, if I have an instance variable or other things,
No, you are asking core Java. Leave it. You should ask conceptually now.
Okay.
For every task, every online service provided by a website, you will have a servlet.
Okay.
For example, online banking, 5 services are there, assume. Login 1, registration 1, balance inquiry, funds transfer. Like that, 4 services are there. How many servlets you have to write? 4.
Four
Each
servlets.
servlet will attend one type of request.
Okay.
That is the way to take this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
Hello, sir. This is
Yeah.
Anirudh.
Yeah.
That servlet is the main interface or it will any hierarchy? Like that servlet is the main interface or you can
This is
extending any
sufficient.
other?
This is main. This is main. Sufficient. Actually, because you're asking, I'm saying directly we don't write like this. Actually, right? You will see generic servlet, you will see HTTP servlet classes, you will see in coming sessions. Okay. Directly in no project, we write like this directly. It has a child called generic servlet. It's a child called HTTP servlet. Its child is our servlet. In this Khandan, 2-3 candidates will be there. We'll see. Right? Yes. Yes, please. Any more questions? Any more questions, please? Yeah, because nobody is asking, I am signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, most welcome.